It's just one more project to add to the farm to target collection. My wife's gonna kill me. Good morning, y'all, and welcome to another episode of Farm to Target. And this one's going to be a special one. Got a little story for y'all. When me and my wife first started dating all those years ago, my in-laws told me a story of an old farm truck that used to get ran around all over the farm and eventually got parked. And they said they're not entirely sure where it's parked or what kind of shape it's in, but if you can find it, you're more than welcome to try to get it out of the woods and do what you want to do with it. I said, cool. So, throughout the years of deer hunting and turkey hunting, I'd kind of walk through the woods of the farm, just kind of taking a look around. And I never found it. And I was really starting to think it didn't exist. Well, all these years later, I finally found it. And it was right under my nose the whole time. I was just looking in the wrong spot. But we're going to get it out of the woods today. And I don't want to tell you what it is quite yet until I can get up on it and give y'all a little surprise of it. But, we'll take a little stroll kind of in through the woods. And then I'll let y'all see what it is. So I spent a couple years trying to find this truck, and I was told all kind of cool stories about it and a bunch of cool things, and then no one knew what was wrong with it, but it's parked. I'm gonna see what's going on. So about 2 weeks ago, found myself kind of walking through the woods here, and just happened to see some blue off in the distance, and got kind of excited. And lo and behold, that blue I saw off in the distance was a 1973 Ford F100. Parked in the woods under some old privet hedge, not too far from the road, just out of sight, out of mind. And I could not tell you my excitement when I actually saw this thing. After all these years of looking, it's actually real. So I found the truck and I was like, cool, let's go through it. Well, as you can see, it's got some privet hedge and some other undesirables growing through it, but I was able to get the door open. And that means I was able to actually look at the VIN number and kind of figure out what was going on with this truck. So from what I can tell, this truck is a 73 F100 single cab, long bed with a 302 Ford in it. Automatic. And that's all I can really tell. There's some other codes I can kind of decode from it. But it was weird because to me, the grill looks like it's off a later model F100, which wouldn't surprise me. But it looks like it's all here. It may not be in the best shape. It could use a, coat of wax and some tire shine maybe. But I think it's all here. So we're going to try to get it out. And we're going to see what happens. It may not be worth saving, but I'm hoping, since it's been in this tree line for God knows how many years, that Mother Nature has kind of saved it a little bit. It'll never be perfect, but I really think we can do something cool with it. So let's see what we can do. Today, we're going to try to get it out of the woods. I don't have to go far, but I have to go. Let's see what we can do. Cool part is it's been here long enough for this tree to completely grow through the bumper and live a flourishing life. And not just that one, but this tree as well. So, yeah, that's ought to be interesting. But it looks like it's all here. See if I can even still get the door open. Pull this out the way. Oh, money. Still opens. It's been a home for some rats. Someone at some point tried to do some brake work on it, which I don't know if this has disc on it or not. I'd be rather impressed. But as far as I can tell, It's all here. Let's see if we can move it. The first part is I have to actually get to it. I'm outside again, close to the road. If I can get to this point, I can get it to the house. There's a mound of God knows what in front of it. It looks like it's a bunch of old trees that got pushed down to kind of clear this little half lot I'm in. But we got to get this knocked down enough, and then we have to get the trees cut out from around it, and then we're going to see if we can drag it out. Might have to go get the truck. I don't know if the tractor weighs enough to do it, but we'll see. So let's start here. Let's get this cleared first, and let's see if we can do it. Hopefully the old tractor's got enough ass behind it to do it. If not, I got to go get the dozer. All right, so as you can see, the little Yanmar was enough to push that dirt. Good deal. Means I didn't have to go get something else. But that also means we can get back to work. I am safe to say this is probably a clear enough path that once I get this truck cut out, I can probably get to it. So, next step, let's start cutting some trees. And I mean a shit ton of trees. It's gonna take a minute. All right, I think we got enough cut out. The bed had 3 trees growing through it. I'll show you in a minute. And I think I cut everything free that stuck. It's in pretty rough shape. I'm not gonna lie to you. The more I uncovered, the kind of worse it gets. But it deserves at least a better death than in a tree line somewhere. So we're gonna see. Ow, son of a wasp. Ow, that hurt like a son of a bitch. I love wasps. I'm surprised I ain't got stung more. So let's let's see if I can get it in neutral. I don't think it's going to matter because I'm sure the brakes are locked up anyway. So we're going to be dragging it out regardless. But I have to try to drag it out in a way that I don't crush the bed, because surprisingly the bed's in pretty good shape, and I can cut the rest of these trees down, but fuck, that take forever. So we're going to try. So as you can see, there was 3 trees growing through the bed, all 3 separate root systems, which was a pain to cut, but these have kind of remained, which that's kind of cool. That might kind of hang out like the one in the bumper. But as you can see, there is no bed left, but given what is piled in here, that's not surprising. So let's, out of curiosity, open, also there's a solid hole in the roof. Out of curiosity, let's see, well, let's just go ahead and put this out of its misery. Don't need that. Let's just see if I can even get it to go into neutral. Negative. Locked up tighter than a shithouse floor. And everything else feels like it's here. I never pressed record. So, as you can see, locked up tighter and shit. I did get the brake pedal to move, but I think I just snapped the connecting rod to the master cylinder more than anything. It moved. It kind of comes back up. That might actually free up. But no, we are locked up tighter than shit, along with everything else. And here, hey, that moves. The wipers and the lights move, and I think even the crank windows want to kind of crank. Got the fan, radio. That kind of moves. Oh, preset buttons. You got weight reduction, and it might actually I could probably patch that. If not, let's leave it and kind of just cut it all off and give it a sunroof. That'd be kind of cool. Seen a vinyl top F100? I haven't. Huh. Anyways, I know for a fact that my little Yamaha probably doesn't have enough ass to drag this thing out. I knew it was going to be locked up. So I'll probably have to at least go get my truck. And if I have to go get that, I'm probably going to need something bigger too. So we'll try with the Yanmar first because it's here. And we'll see what happens. It might move. Maybe. Oh. So I want to at least try something first. I at least want to see if I can get the bucket under the bumper of the truck, lift it up enough to at least turn the wheels the right direction. I don't know. We'll try it. Then we'll hook up to it and drag it. So the audio on this never recorded because I think the Bluetooth was hooked up on my truck because it was running right here. So as you can see, I had to go get the truck because doing anything with the tractor failed tremendously. So I hooked the tow strap up. As you can see, I'm trying to explain it. I ran it around this tree as a somewhat change of direction, trying to pull the truck straight before I pull it over so I didn't collapse the bed on these other trees. It worked for a second, and then the tree started coming down, so we had to switch tactics. Well, after a couple of good hard ganks with the 2500, we've made it to here. And I don't think I fucked the bed up. I think we actually just came out. Huh. Interesting. Now I'm plowing the shit out of some dirt right here, but I think we're gonna get this sumbitch out. And that would be awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, after some trials and some tribulations, we have made it out of the woods. And surprisingly, it's in better shape than I thought it was going to be in, honestly. I was expecting to be way worse. But check this out. It has the original stamped dealer bumper on it. Evergreen, Alabama. Oh, that's cool. This is just cool. Even if she never runs again, it's still cool. Plus, managed to get the hood open. Pack of wild beavers. I don't know, beavers? Squirrels. Some big squirrels. We're putting those in there. Have taken home in here. But it does indeed have the small block 302. And I think it can be saved. We'll see. Cool. Cool. Well, guys, as y'all can see, we finally got it out of the woods. It's probably going to have to sit here for a little while. It's in pretty bad shape. It's probably going to need at least a new rear frame. From the bed back, where it just had so much stuff sitting in the back of it, it just rusted out the frame almost completely. So either A, stay on the lookout for a good frame, stay on the lookout for a parts truck, see what shows up. But other than that, it's actually pretty solid. From the cab forward, it's actually in pretty good shape. Even all the interior panels there, most of the engine bays there. except for the rubber stuff because some beavers or something made a dam. I don't know. Always hunting for the beaver. But it's just one more project to add to the Farm to Target collection. My wife's going to kill me. She's absolutely going to kill me. But that's what makes it fun, I guess. Pull that out the way. At least make it a nice, pretty lawn ornament, not covered in trees. It's spent the last 28 years or so covered in trees. Last time it was registered was 1998, according to the plates. So, which is cool. But, well, thank y'all for coming along on this journey. Thank you for enjoying part one, because I know I enjoyed it as much as I enjoy sweating out in the woods running a saw. But this is only part one of many. I said just slowly getting through a little bit at a time, finish these projects out, and have some cool stuff to show for it. That's the whole name of the game, right? Put some effort in something, have something kind of cool. And small block V8 and boom tube sound pretty cool, right? Yeah. I'll see y'all in the next episode.